Hi guys, it's Rachelle here. Welcome back to another book video. Today in this video, I will be sharing with you all the books that I got this past summer. There are a lot of books in this haul. There are over 20 books. I don't think I've ever gotten this many books in a couple of months, so I think it's safe to say that this is a massive summer book haul. In this massive book haul, we've got fiction, adult fiction, young adult, fantasy, and romances, and all that good stuff. So I'm really excited to share with you guys all the books that I got these past few months. Also, how do we like my glasses? These glasses are from Zinff Optical, who is the sponsor of today's video. Let me just show you all the frames that I got from Zinff Optical, which are perfect if you're going back to school and if you need prescription or blue light blocking glasses or sunglasses. They've got your back. I initially got glasses when I was around 12, so yeah, I have been wearing glasses for quite some time now, and within that time I've only owned about 2 different sets of frames because, as you probably know, glasses can be quite expensive. So something that's really great about Zinff Optical is that their glasses are very affordable. This first pair I'm wearing is the Aphrodite round tortoise style. What I really like about these frames is that they are plastic and they are also very lightweight. I have only ever worn plastic frames my entire life, and every pair I've owned, I have always found them very heavy. I mean, I constantly have to take them off every so often for short periods of time to relieve the pressure on my face. But with these glasses, I do not have to do that because, again, they are very lightweight and they sit comfortably on my face. These are the other pair I got. This is the Nemesis Cat Eye Beige style. I really want to try glasses that were very different from what I usually get, so I went with these. I think the cat eye shape is very unique, and these metal frames are definitely growing on me as well. The best part about these frames is that they come with a clip-on that turn your eyeglasses into sunglasses, which I find very convenient when I'm going out because I always like to carry light, so I really don't want to take 2 pairs of glasses with me. So I really like how these frames give you that 2-in-1 option where you can either wear them as eyeglasses or sunglasses. So if you're looking for new glasses, definitely check out Zinff Optical. On their website, they have a virtual try-on so you can see how the glasses will look on you. I will have the link to the website and also the link to my glasses styles in my description box below. And if you use my code, you can get 50% off all frames and 10% off your lenses. Thank you, Zinff Optical, for sponsoring this video, and without further ado, let's get into this massive summer book haul. Alright, so the books I will be showing you are in no particular order because I definitely don't remember when I got each book. But the first book I got is 6 of Crows by Leigh Bardugo, and I also got the second book in the duology, which is Crooked Kingdom. I have never owned a book with sprayed edges before until now, so this is actually kind of exciting. As of right now, I have yet to read the Shadow and Bone series, nor do I plan on reading it. I don't know, I just haven't heard anything good about the Shadow and Bone series. What I did hear was that the 6 of Crows duology is a lot better than the Shadow and Bone trilogy, so I think I'm gonna skip Shadow and Bone and then just jump right ahead onto 6 of Crows. I also heard that you don't need to read the trilogy before you start the duology, so that is good in my scenario. I don't know, if you have read the Shadow and Bone trilogy and you loved it and you think I should read it, maybe you can try to convince me to read the Shadow and Bone trilogy in the comments down below. I am really excited to read the 6 of Crows duology. I did watch the Shadow and Bone TV show, and not gonna lie, I was just confused about the character Kaz. The show was just so dialogue heavy and there was just so much going on that I did not know what was happening until the 5th episode. So I'm really excited to read these books and just find out what is up with Kaz and his crew. When I read these 2 books, I kind of want to do a reading vlog for them. I think that would be really fun. I'm kind of feeling a 48-hour readathon with these. I don't know if I can finish these 2 books in 48 hours, but I guess we'll find out. I honestly don't know when I would film that video, but let me know if that's something you want to see. The next book I bought is The Goldfinch by Donna Tartt. I honestly don't remember what this book is about. I remember reading it up on Goodreads when I was thinking about buying it, and my friend Maddie encouraged me to buy it, so I was just like, sure, why not? The next book I bought is The Lost Apothecary by Sarah Penner. When I read the book description on Goodreads, it screamed female empowerment to me, so I was like, heck yes, I need to add this to my TBR. This book is about a woman who makes poisons and sells them to women to use on men who have wronged them. I definitely feel like that supports women by giving them the voice and the power to redeem themselves after what these men did to them. That alone made me want to read the book, plus the story behind it sounded very, very interesting. So I am really excited to actually start reading this book. The next book I bought is A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson. I got the hardcover version. This book kept popping up on my Goodreads feed, and when I clicked on it, I read the book description and it sounded really good. Also, I actually found this book on sale, so I was just like, yep, I'm buying it. The next book I bought is Head Over Heels by Hannah Orenstein. This is a sports romance, and because it is a sports romance, I definitely feel like it's something I would read. The next book I bought is Circe, or is it Circe? I really don't know how to pronounce this title because I've heard people call it Circe and I've heard people call it Circe as well. Anyways, this book is by Madeline Miller. I first read The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller and I absolutely love that book. I actually did do a reading vlog for that video, so if you do want to see that video, it will be linked up in the letter I. Anyways, because I did love The Song of Achilles so much, and I thought Madeline Miller's writing was so pretty as well, I was like, yes, I have to read Circe now. I really don't know when I'm gonna read it yet, but it should be soon. I'm afraid I might not like this book as much as I love The Song of Achilles, but you know what? I'm just gonna hope for the best. The next book I bought is Skyward by Brandon Sanderson. My friend Maddie, one of her favorite authors is Brandon Sanderson, and she was like to me, you have to read a Brandon Sanderson book. If I can remember correctly, she said that his world building is absolutely amazing, but hearing her rave about it kind of made me scared to try a Brandon Sanderson book because it sounded like his world building was very intense, which I don't know if I'm ready for yet. So I decided to pick up one of his YA books. Hopefully the world building in this book will be less intimidating and maybe it'll be a good start in terms of Brandon Sanderson's work. The next book I got is Serpent and Dove by Shelby Morin. This book again was one of the books that popped up on my Goodreads feed. Recently I've been reading a lot of fantasy with romance elements in them, so I guess Goodreads decided to suggest this book to me. This book follows a witch and a witch hunter, and that alone kind of made me intrigued. And again, I've been reading and enjoying a lot of fantasies with a big romance element in it, so I think I would really love this book and I cannot wait to start it. The next book I got is Normal People by Sally Rooney. I actually already read this book and I absolutely loved it. I believe I did talk about my thoughts on this book in one of my wrap-up videos, so I'm not gonna talk too much about it today, but I really love how Sally Rooney always showcases very flawed characters, and in this book she also depicts pretty accurately what it can be like to be a college and university student. I do know that with Sally Rooney's books, people either hate it or they love it. According to that, I don't think her books are for everyone, but me personally, I like her books and her writing. Also with Sally Rooney's book, she doesn't use quotations for dialogue, so if you do pick up one of Sally Rooney's books, that's something you have to get used to. The next book I bought is Never Let Me Go by Kazu Ishiguro. I'm probably not saying his name correctly. I remember buying this book the same time I bought Normal People and The Goldfinch, and when I read the book description on this, it sounded really good as well, so I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna add this to my shopping cart. This book also won the Nobel Prize, so it should be good. I don't know when I'm gonna read it yet, but I'm really excited for it. The next book I bought is The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde. This book is one of Maddie's favorite books, and she was like to me, you need to read this, so I bought one and I'm gonna read it. I just thought as her friend, I need to read one of her favorite books. This book is also really short. It's about 220 pages, so I probably will pick this up when I'm in the mood for a short book. The next book I bought that I'm going to show you is yet again another classic. It is Emma. This is a romance and it sounded really interesting, so I cannot wait to read this. Also, this cover is hella pretty. The last classic I bought this summer is Dracula by Bram Stoker. Why did I buy this book? I have absolutely no idea. That is because I do not like horror. Horror stories and films scare the crap out of me. I think what sold me about this book is because it's about vampires, and I have some weird fascination and love for vampires. Don't ask me why. The next couple of books I will be showing you is by the same author, and that is Sarah J Maas. I recently just became a huge fan of SJM's books. The first book in my SJM haul that I will be showing you is Kingdom of Ash. This is the book I'm actually currently reading, and it is part of the Throne of Glass series. I really do not understand why I bought this book. When I started the series, I actually borrowed the books from one of my friends. The only book she didn't have in the series was the last book, which is Kingdom of Ash. But after reading physical copies of the entire series, I was like, I just can't read the last book in an ebook version. I have to read it in a physical copy. You know, I just had to finish the series the way I started it. So because my friend didn't own Kingdom of Ash, I bought myself a copy. Yeah, so the only book I own of this series is the last book, which is absolutely ridiculous to me, because if you were to own one book of the series, you would think it's the first book, but no, I own the last book. The next book I got is A Court of Thorns and Roses. This book was actually gifted to me by Maddie. I'm not gonna lie, after reading this book, I actually did not want to continue reading the series. That was because this book only became good in the last third of the book. I kind of got bored in the first 2/3 of the book. So after finishing this book, it didn't make me want to finish reading the series, but I picked picked up the second book anyways, and that's when I became hooked. So if you do want to start the series, and if you may be like me, I am telling you to keep reading after this book, because this series definitely does get better after this book. The next book I'm going to show you is not the second book of the A Kotar series, just because I actually didn't buy that book yet. I literally could not find it anywhere. It was sold out everywhere. So I have yet to buy that book, but I will pick it up at some point. When I was reading this series, I read the ebook version. Anyways, the next book I bought is A Court of Wings and Ruin. This is the third book in the A Kotar series. In that same series, I also picked up the novella, which is A Court of Frost and Starlight. And of course, I picked up the fourth book in the series, which is A Court of Silver Flames. I actually read this book not too long ago, and I did film a reading vlog for it, so you should watch that if you haven't seen it yet. I pretty much talked about all my thoughts on this book in that video, so I'm not going to talk too much about this book in this video, but I will tell you that I love this book. The last SJM book I bought this summer is House of Earth and Blood. This is the first book in the Crescent City series. I have yet to read this. I don't think I'm going to read this anytime soon. I think after I finish reading Kingdom of Ash, I'm going to take a little break from SJM. I will probably read this book later on in the year. Also, this cover looks really, really nice. Another book I bought this summer is Little Fires Everywhere by Celeste Ng. So I actually watched the TV series first, and I absolutely love the show. So because I love the series so much, that was what made me want to pick up the book. But yeah, I definitely feel like I will love this book a lot. So the last two books I got this summer is To All the Boys I Love You and P.S. I Still Love You by Jenny Han. These are the first two books in the To All the Boys series. I'm gonna be really honest. I'm only gonna read these books because my friend Chantal wants me to read them. Let me just tell you a short story. So there was one summer where I read the Kissing Booth stories. If you haven't read the books yet, let me just tell you the films and the books are so different, and I absolutely did not like that. It really bothered me that it wasn't similar at all. But after I read the books and compared them to the films, my friend Chantal was like, okay, now you have to do the same with To All the Boys. So yeah, this is why I'm gonna read these books, so I can compare the books to the Netflix films. Hopefully these don't disappoint me as much as Kissing Booth did. If the books and the films are very different, I will be so upset. Alright guys, that is my entire summer book haul. I hope you enjoyed seeing and hearing about the books that I picked up. If you have read any of these books shown in this video, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I would love to hear your opinion on them. And also, if you want, comment down below what you're currently reading. Before I go, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. And also follow me on all my social media and Goodreads if you want to stay up to date with what I'm currently reading. All of the links to my socials will be in my description box. Also, don't forget, if you are looking to get affordable glasses, be sure to check out Zinff Optical. The link to their website will be in my description box, and you can use my code to get 50% off all frames and 10% off your lenses. And with that, I will see you guys in my next video. I love you guys. Bye!
Pull the key out the ignition. Run your mouth but I never listen. You hold me back, will never last. Keep talking all your shit. Wondering how all this started. You left me broken hearted. You flip my words, yeah, this love hurts. Keep talking all your shit.